Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH underscore sports. Follow me on Twitter at AIH underscore sports. And also, I do some finance commentary, AIH Finance on YouTube. Okay, today I wanted to touch base on the Wall Street pumpers and media hype. And about a year ago, you had Wall Street, they were very bullish on sports cards. And you saw headlines on CNN and all over mainstream media, and you had people getting quoted. I believe Ken Golden was quoted, and to summarize, he said, or from my memory, he said that it's not a bubble, it's now part of our culture, something like that. I don't know what else Ken Golden stated, but this was what was quoted. And every article out there, you saw it on YouTube, you saw it among all these influencers, you saw it everywhere. You saw all this talk and hype about NBA Top Shot. I was doing videos saying that avoid NBA Top Shot like the plague. And it's unfortunate that what I was warning about, I had only 40 some views. I think the video in February of last year was Wall Street crooks and something like that. Maybe I'll link that down below. Regardless, when the media is hyping up Wall Street, that should definitely be a warning sign. And like I mentioned in previous videos, in regards to the media, for the most part, wants to get clicks. It's all about, hey, if I get all these clicks, this is good for the bottom line. And there's no objectivity, in my opinion, even they said that they're objective. Now, what am I trying to get at in terms of fear, greed, etc.? And I'm just looking at Wall Street in general. And you could just look at what they were just saying about Bitcoin in 2017 near the top. You had all of these headlines about, oh, all these investors are very uberly bullish on Bitcoin. And then you saw everyone just contact me and say, hey, what do you think about this? Or my wife's friends. Meanwhile, if you go back to maybe 2013, 2014, I was talking to Don, and he was saying that, hey, Wall Street's getting in on this. You just don't see too much talk in the media. There was this CEO, Vikram Pandit of Citigroup, and I believe he was making some sort of investment in blockchain at the time. And Don was saying that, hey, Wall Street's getting in on this. This looks like it's going to go higher. And it did go higher. And then the media ran with the stories, all these stories, when it was probably the wrong time to buy. Now, granted, the pandemic has bailed those people out, but at the same time, in terms of entry points of trying to buy the asset, the media works against you. And I was listening to this one video by Mark Dice. He's on YouTube, and he talks about it's titled now Lies, but he changed it from, I think, propaganda or media and propaganda, whatever it was. He was talking about this one guy, Edward Bernays, I believe, in the 1920s. And he was talking about propaganda and how you need to use propaganda to manipulate the minds of the American people. This was over 100 years ago, and this is what the media uses over and over and over again. They use hype. There may be a story, it may be somewhat true, but they just hype it to a crazy degree, which spins the story completely out of control. And sometimes it could be detrimental when it comes to investing, speculating, etc. And I could just look at, for instance, 2008, 2009, or March 2009, there was extreme bearishness in the stock market. That was the time to buy. The media was talking about, hey, Great Depression and all that stuff. If you go to March 2020, extreme bearishness in the stock market. The CNN Fear Greed Index was 1. Okay? That was the time to buy. And you could even argue today what happened in the stock market with all of these crazy headlines. Not crazy. I mean, what happened last night was crazy. I didn't expect it to occur. And it caught me off guard. The market was crashing, not crashing, it went down significantly in the after hours. And I was putting on some bullish positions today and I felt really uncomfortable. And then I looked at some guy on Twitter. He was showing that all the commercial hedgers, the smart money in the futures market, they were buying up all these S&P futures. When they're extremely bullish, that's probably time to buy. While the media had the sentiment as very negative. Might it remind you, even though there's probably going to be volatility in the market, the economy is returning back to normal in the coming weeks and months ahead. So it's just things like that to look out for in terms of what we can do in the future. We could use the media to our advantage. Right now, I don't see the media talking too much about sports cards. A lot of it right now is geopolitical. And in terms of what we can look for, in my opinion, the next great buy for me, I know some people are going to be buying sports cards aggressively right now, is when the media starts to hype it to the downside, when there's extreme bearishness in the mainstream media. Right now, or I mean, just looking back at it, you saw headlines throughout America and different newspapers, media saying, oh, sports card mania, this and that, they're going crazy. Look at the Fleer 86 card, etc. And the media ran with it, probably to manipulate people to get in at the wrong time. We didn't see too much caution on YouTube. And for those voices that talked about it, they didn't get that many views. Like I said, I got maybe 140 some views, where that video should have gone viral, in my opinion. But instead, the Pokemon pumpers were pushing out videos. Yeah, man, this card is going to go to $1 million. It's going to double, right, from $500,000 to $1 million. So it's just stuff like that we should watch out for. Now, some people may say, hey, some good opportunities, stock market's going down, and sports cards have been in line with the stock market. That's true. If the Jeter card, for instance, the SP 279, were cheaper, if it was selling for about $3,500, PSA 9, that foil card, in my opinion, is one of the iconic baseball cards of our generation. I mean, there's the Mike Trout card, but just looking at a guy who's actually won rings, right? I would be buying this is just me. If I had a good price to get in, I'd buy it. But I still feel that $7,600 for that Jeter card, even though it may go up. It seems there's extreme bearishness in that card. If there's a baseball season, you could see a good yield on it. This is not investment advice, but if I had all of this money, I would probably be buying that card. But I think there's one auction on Probstein that's going to end tonight, but I'm going to be posting this video on Friday. But anyways, just signs to look for: extreme bearishness in the media. I don't see it. There's only bearishness in the YouTube community and a lot of people who were once very bullish are starting to be more objective. That's good. That's really good, in my opinion, moving forward. And I think that's going to be positive for the hobby in the long run. once you have differing opinions and not just based on hype. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to throw that down. Just be careful when listening to the media in terms of speculating, because here's the deal from an evolutionary period or perspective. Our ancestors had to go through tough times wherever you guys are from. And there were decisions you have to make based on life and death. And that's actually a bad thing when it comes to investing, because if you see extreme fear, you may sell at the bottom. You could be selling at the bottom in 2009 or 2020. And then at the top, it may go against you where you feel confident that you could continue your success. But that's not, we're not investing based on how our ancestors lived. We are investing based on psychology. And it's very hard getting trapped in this situation. It happens to all of us here. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather be long Bitcoin than sports cards at this moment, but I could be wrong. I mean, I just put on a small position on Bitcoin. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of this. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thanks. Bye.